But her emails, guys, but her emails. Do you remember when Hillary's emails from an unsecured server were enough for everybody in the GOP, everybody in the right of the political ecosystem to have an absolute flop around on the ground temper tantrum and demand that she, completely scuttle her campaign and no longer run for office? Remember, she was running against the guy who's in office now. Do you guys remember that? I know that everybody and their brother is reading Jeff Goldberg's piece in The Atlantic today. And if you are one of the few who has not read it yet, please go read it. Please go read it. Share it with all of your friends, with everybody. Because Pete Hegseth and JD Vance accidentally added a journalist to a Signal chat where they were discussing national security measures. Let's keep in mind that classified top secret information and any government national security conversations cannot be had over Signal in the first place. Do you not remember what a scandal that was when folks in the Trump administration did that during his first term? But these two chucklefucks who are unbelievably serving as the Vice President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense for the United States were discussing upcoming strikes against Yemen, secret military plans against another nation, in a Signal chat, and they added a journalist to the conversation and did not even realize it. This is an unbelievable breach of national security. In normal times, every member of Congress would be calling for an immediate investigation. Hegseth would be fired. There would be all kinds of proceedings. This would be a huge fucking deal, but I'm sure in Trump's regime, this will all be excused and nobody in Congress is going to make a fuss. You should make a fuss. This is unbelievable incompetence. This is complete buffoonery. I know it seems unreal that the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense could be this inept. I mean, we don't need to speculate about whether Hegseth was day drunk or not, but there's no justification for a journalist from The Atlantic, Jeff Goldberg, being added to this chat. And I'm so glad that he is uncovering this kind of ineptitude. This very real, dangerous breach of national security. I mean, luckily, it was a credible journalist that they added. Who could it have been? Who could they have been leaking these secrets to? And I know there's all kind of detailed political analysis that is above my pay grade that people are doing based on this reporting. But I just want to remind folks here that I struggle to understand how we could have men running this country who are so profoundly unqualified. Somebody in my comments recently said, Angela, if you want to talk to blue-collar working class Americans and help them understand the ways that this regime is harming the working class, stop using such big terms. Stop using terms like oligarchy. Stop using terms like Christofascism. But I have to use this term, y'all. And it applies not just to JD Vance and Pete Hegseth. It applies to RFK Jr. It applies to everybody in this regime. We are living in a kakistocracy. Kakistocracy is a government that is run by the least competent, least qualified members of the state. And this is what America is in 2025. Is it frustrating? Absolutely. Is it dangerous? Absolutely. But please make no mistake about the fact that it is intentional. The ineptitude is the point. The bull in the china shop is the point. The bumbling drunken ogre slinging his club and bowling over countless villagers is the point. They want to break it all. They want to smash it all. And having incompetent people who are also corrupt is in a really effective way. It's a very effective tool for dismantling a government. Having corrupt, incompetent, easily controllable men in these positions is strategic. That is done on purpose. And in a normal functioning government, those folks would never have been granted any authority to begin with, but two, there would be immediate accountability for them. I am highly suspicious as to whether any of that will happen here. I'm immediately suspicious as to whether any of that will happen here because we have seen Republicans in Congress, Republicans everywhere, Republican governors, everybody has already bent the knee to fascism, and they have no interest in standing up for what's right. And I don't care if they're getting death threats. I don't care if they are being threatened with their livelihoods or their seats in Congress. I don't care if Elon Musk and Donald Trump are threatening to primary them. They are complicit in allowing the rise of fascism by failing to stand up and do their job for the American people and uphold their oath to the Constitution. They know it's a kakistocracy. I mean, there are plenty GOP members of Congress who are themselves utterly unsuitable and not competent for the positions that they hold. But there are plenty of other folks who know what this is, and they are doing nothing to stop it, even though they have the power to do so. So I encourage you to call express your horror, your outrage about how national security secrets could so easily be leaked to a journalist, about the level of incompetence in the federal government, and demand to know what your reps and your senators are going to do about it.